Rob, we've had a couple of days to reflect on Tuesday night's game at Burnley. Is the overriding feeling amongst the staff and the squad still a sense of pride from that game?
Yeah, I think so. I think, well, firstly, you don't like to lose a game, whoever you're playing, but I said after the game we felt we competed for a large spell of it, and ultimately we sort of just fell short in certain aspects, and Premier League quality hurt us, and we haven't really reflected that much on it. It's a game that's in isolation for us. We're not going to play against that type of opposition in our league, so really good experience for myself as well, learning a lot about the players, but we move on now. As soon as the sort of debrief after the game was done on the night, full focus was on Oldham.
I was just going to ask you if you had to refocus the mind of the players ahead of Saturday, or have they sort of looked after that themselves?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the game is obviously very big, local derby. If we're not mentally prepared for that, we'll struggle in the match, and we're really focusing on making sure that we're ready physically and mentally to take on what's going to be a really difficult game.
Yeah, Oldham obviously had a sort of a tough start in terms of the league season, but you mentioned before that you don't want complacency to creep into the squad at any stage, and I guess that's the case ahead of the weekend as well.
100%, and we won't allow it as staff as well. But I also think this is a really dangerous game for us. That's how I'm approaching it. They're a wounded animal, and my experience of when you're playing teams like this is that they're going to fight and battle for every inch of the pitch, so we have to make sure that we're ready to accept that challenge, and hopefully with the good run of form we've been on, we should go into it with confidence, but certainly not complacency. And
it can be a bit of a cliche at times as well, but when the derby game comes around, form can sometimes go out the window, can't it?
Well, yeah, it is. It's, there's going to be a really good atmosphere, and we're going to need our supporters backing like we did at Burnley and all the way through the season, because like you say, it's a local derby, and what tends to happen is players raise the levels. So we need to make sure that we do as well, and impose ourselves on the game, our style, our pressing, our ability to move the ball around the pitch quickly, because I'm expecting a really difficult game, and the players make sure that we know what's coming.
You'll have had the experience of local derbies previously throughout your career. Have you been sort of made aware by people around the towns that what this game means?
Well, you just told me it was El Flat Capio.
Yes.
Brilliant. So yeah, listen, it's bragging rights, isn't it? I think the very first sort of fans forum and speaking to you guys when I first came in, I want to give the public, our supporters, a team to be proud of. And this is just the next game, so I don't accept that it's just a normal game. I understand what it means as a local derby and what it means to our supporters, and they can rest assured that the players will be ready for it.
You've mentioned that supporters, Oldham will bring a large travelling contingent as well. It should be a great atmosphere at the Crown Hall Arena, and I guess we want that support from Tuesday night they've had to carry on to Saturday.
Yeah, definitely, and the players need to make sure that they embrace that challenge, but not get caught up in it as well. So we need to make sure that we play with a clear sort of mindset and make our decisions not get affected by what the atmosphere is. But yeah, we've had nothing but brilliant backing from our supporters, and I expect nothing else when the game comes around.
How's the squad shaping up ahead of Saturday in terms of injuries and things like
Everyone's fit. Everyone's fit and available. Gives me really good problems. Gives me sleepless nights, not only picking the starting 11 but the subs. But yeah, it's where we want to be, and like I say, we'll pick a team that we think can win the game.
The unbeaten run in the league as well has obviously given us confidence in these past few weeks. Is that something? Well, it's obviously something we want to continue, but is it something that the staff and the players are aware of and want to extend?
Yeah, I think the unbeaten run's great. It's not to be taken lightly what we've done, because where we were, certainly let's consider after Harrogate to where we are now. As I mentioned that the other night, it's worlds apart, isn't it? So we want to continue it. It's obvious, but you can't look backwards. That's in the past. We've got to look forwards, and the next challenge, it is a big challenge, is Oldham.
And so speaking of runs, you you mentioned quite early on that you wanted to get home wins on the board. We did that in the Papillon Trophy and then Tranmere Rovers as well. We want to sort of make this place a bit of a fortress and tough to come to, don't we?
Every successful team has a really strong home record, and you know, I recognise we need to improve that if we can, and the only way we can do that is by picking up 3 points. So we're really looking forward to the game. We know what it's going to be, and hopefully we can come out on the right end of it.